Okay. There we go. We're getting things started up, everybody. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Bear with me as I get all of this pressed to publish. It'll be just 1 second, and then we'll get going. Let me submit my taxes. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. Make sure to submit your taxes, everybody. Ads will be starting in about 50-ish seconds. But I'm going to go ahead and welcome you all in anyway. Today we're going to be working with the new Minecraft blocks. Oh, I already bumped it up. That's fine. I only built this little set here for thumbnail purposes. So, I didn't, actually experiment with anything yet. But we've got all these new blocks, and I wanted to test them out a little bit and see if we liked them. So, we're gonna kind of mess around with these for a little bit today and see where that takes us. It's probably gonna be a shorter stream. This might also be in preparation for a video, possibly. Just maybe. Who knows? We'll see. But we have all these blocks that I haven't been able to mess around with, really. So, that's kind of what we're gonna mess around with today. Hello, Cozy. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Thank you for submitting your taxes, and congrats on grabbing first. The snapshot for this week isn't out yet. It'll probably be out tomorrow, and it'll be mostly bug fixes. Maybe they'll add, a new painting or a music disc. Maybe. But, it's very unlikely that they add anything else at this current time. I'm doing okay, yeah. I'm pretty tired. Very tired. I've only been sleeping for 11 hours every day the last couple of days. 11 to 12 hours, and I still am wore out. But it's okay. I'm hanging in there. We've got things to build. So just briefly looking over this all, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna find a way to utilize armor outside of... I already actually have an idea. Hang on. We need one of these guys, okay? Now, I don't know how many of you have ever built, bar stools in Minecraft before, but that's kind of the initial idea I get out of this, and I don't know why. So let's, quickly build, a mock bar scene here. Just really fast. Should be simple enough. But I'm already seeing a bar stool design out of the gold armor, or copper armor, sorry. It's just that right shade. Also, block sounds are way too loud. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Let me know if the audio is good. I don't have my typical settings enabled right now because this is a experimental version of the game. And so unfortunately, I don't really have as much fine control as I usually do. That's not quite what I meant. There we go. So imagine this is a bar, right? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Vilt, please keep chat English only. I don't know how to speak. I believe that's Russian. So I can't really put a response to that. But hello, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Hang on. This needs to be moved up a level. If I knew how to use the clone command, we'd be set. But I don't, so... that's okay. Bars are actually kind of different in terms of how they're built. I kind of forget about that every time. This level should be a little higher, so it'd be like that. Okay, hang on. That might be too tall, actually. I don't know. We could go with a slab over the top of it. That would be maybe the right height. I don't know. Hello, Jamal. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. I'm liking this. Also, don't feel like you ever have to donate anything. That goes for everybody, both Twitch and YouTube chat. I appreciate the thought, but I'm just happy to have you guys when we do have ya. That's almost perfect, except it did kind of smush it into the side. So I'm wondering if we actually pushed from the other side, if that would be better. I mean, honestly, you could do either way. Just to add some variety. I mean, technically speaking, you could break that guy and push them basically every which way. I mean, there's nothing saying you have to make it orderly and neat, you know? Kind of like that. And then this one we'll just go ahead and push. We'll push from behind the counter as well there. Boop, 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 boop. And there we go. Okay. Yeah, those actually kind of do look good. And I think if you have access to the command, you could do /ride. King mount. Boom. And just like that, I can sit on my bar stool. That's actually kind of sick. We've already found one thing you can do. Hello, Oddly Fox. Hello, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hear me out. Cushions on a sofa or no? We could definitely make those into cushions. Yeah. Hello, Arthur Morgan. Hope you're doing well. Can I dono 500? That's up to you, dude. I'm never gonna tell you what you can and can't do. I would say you probably should hold on to that yourself, but if you've got the money and you want to give it, that's perfectly acceptable. I'm not gonna ask anybody to ever give me anything, though. What made you want to influence Minecraft? I've been playing Minecraft for 13 years, and I remember watching people when I was growing up cover Minecraft news and having fun in the game, and it was always something that interested me. I saw them doing it. I was like, I could do that. And then I started doing it, and I love it. I love Minecraft. I love making videos and doing streams like that. So I pretty much, yes, everything. Everything made me want to start playing Minecraft and doing influencer work, I suppose. Hello, Blaze Hunter. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Kat, hello. Good to see you. Stampy is the reason why I love it. Stampy is awesome. He is an OG. We love Stampy here. If he does, that would be a win. It would be very awesome, but I'm just happy with you guys being here. That's the truth. Hello, William. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I'm sick. I'm sorry to hear that, Blaze. Hopefully you feel better soon. Okay, let's see if we can figure out this sofa idea, Cozy. You mentioned the sofa. We can just extend the bar scene a little bit, and I think we could work with that. I'm going to quickly also set the game to difficulty to peaceful, just to get rid of slimes. We don't need them here right now. There's no purpose. We may need mobs later, but we'll find out when we get there. Your notification finally came through. Thank you for subscribing, William. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. It's giving saloon. Yeah, it's very much a saloon vibe. It's like we can just... I mean, we're not gonna, like, do the entire build like this. Although we could. We could feasibly just make the entire build out of these new blocks. I mean... one thing I'm wanting to do is utilize these shelves. I've got a really cool idea for them, so you guys are gonna have some fun with those. I think I'm gonna have fun with it. Let's see. So what do people usually make a couch out of? Let's use like a... Let's just go with, like, well, I know I need stairs, first and foremost. So let's use, like, we can use spruce. It's kind of my furniture color right now. kind of do like a corner couch like that maybe. And then... So what we would be doing is, I guess, kind of like that, right? And then I need a piston. And some redstone. And... Okay. There we go. I probably should put that on first. There we go. It needs a little something. So this would be snow layers, right? I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the perfect amount. I don't recall exactly. That doesn't look right. Okay, it needs to be a little bit higher. So maybe that. Turn it around and push it. Oh, you're right. Turn it around. That would make more sense. It needs to be just a little higher. I think... Yeah, that's a full block. Let's just see what it would look like if we... Since we can do it right now. It may not even need to be a little lower. It does need to be a smidge lower. Okay. That's about as close as we can get it, I think. I don't know. Hello, Soul. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And quartz. Quartz is also a good cushion color, yeah. Or couch color. So we could always go with... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Like that. Also, the music is a little loud for me. Is it loud for you guys too? I can turn it down. I think it needs to go the other way. So if we like start from that direction instead. Yeah. Yeah, that's not terrible. It adds some depth to the block a little bit. It's almost kind of, it's about the right color to like really look nice. It doesn't look overtly metallic. That's the nice thing about it. I mean, you try that with any other helmet and they're just a little, I don't know. I don't love the white look of it. The orange looks much more vintage, I guess is the term. I don't know how to say your name, but please keep it English only. I can't read Russian, so unfortunately I can't read your message. You have 6 views and 9 likes. Put them together next to each other and you get 69, which is very nice. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your guys' support. Not entirely loud, it's more overpowering on your voice just a tad, so maybe down a tick or so. Alright, sweet, thank you. Go with that. It's 8 now. That's alright. I'm not too concerned about views and likes and all that right now. I'm just having some fun. I'm not gonna be live for a very, very long time. Probably like 2 hours around about, if I had to guess. We're just trying out the new blocks is all. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Soul. Thank you so much. Let's see. Dude. So what I'm thinking... Is there anything else that we can utilize in this area, really? I mean, like, we've got the new chains and stuff. Those are all great. But I'm just trying to think of not exactly obvious ways to use these blocks. That's the big thing. So like one idea I've got in specific that I want to show you guys is over here. So we're gonna do, I think this will look good. Hang on. Oop. These shelf blocks, dude, they're gonna look so good. So if we get some pale oak, this might be a white overload, so we may cut back a little bit on it, but you guys are about to see kind of the idea here anyway, I think. Bear with me. Okay. That's not terrible. That might be a little too repetitive, but it's a really good block, especially when you get to building porches. So maybe what we do is we just keep it as an outline block. No problem. New friend, you can call me Mace. Mace it is. All right, sounds good. I got you, dude. We'll go with that pale oak then. We'll start just along the back sides here. Again, white overload here, so it's gonna kind of be a little bit of a mess. I think you can sort of see the vision there, especially once we add like a fence of some sort. So again, we'll just use pale oak. Calling it poke. But something kind of like that. I love the way that looks as a texturing block all around the edge. Black add black. We don't have any like black fence, but we could use like some dark oak fence. So you could use it as a highlight, I suppose. I'm kind of more so thinking though, if you use it in a modern setting, you can use like go with like some stone brick for the actual house itself, right? And so that would be like your foundation block. And then you could actually do maybe some terracotta as like the actual house, maybe the house color. And so it wouldn't be overtly terrible to be all white there, because like you said, it's a porch. It's not gonna be as overbearing if it were just by itself. Having a splash of color next to it actually really does help. That might be worth playing around with a little bit. Shelf at the bottom of the bar for depth and pattern. That's a really good idea. Yeah, hang on. Let's see, it was spruce, right? That one. That would actually, like... If only you could set it on the edge of the block. That'd be perfect. If I put it there, I mean, I'd have to redo, like, all the stools, basically, I think. But... I don't have to redo all of them, at least. Okay. Put that there. Go with a piston. And some redstone. If you spell it right, redstone. There we go. You can't push shelves. You cannot push shelves. I guess that makes sense because they are like chests in the fact that they store items, and until we get that feature like what Bedrock has, we just can't do it. It's me again. Hello, Jamal. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Make a yin yang. We could. I don't really have anything that we necessarily would build it out of yet, but we might find a way to do it. Just scrolling and I found you. Well, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. So in that case, I guess what we need to do is we need to remove those in order to put these back. And technically speaking, we don't have to put these back, but I am going to. Just 'cause I think it looks nice. We can actually, like, put more stools down. Because that's the thing, a bar doesn't have to have them separated, especially when they're bar stools. You know, they could be as close or as far away as you want. And with the type of bar we're going for, I imagine it probably gets pretty full at times. We'll have to do something a little special here. Give me a second. Boop. There we go, that's a little better. That's not terrible. The only other alternative is you extend the counter out. But I don't know if I really like that. And I suppose we could just remove all of that in general. But I don't love how close that is. That's the only... Okay, one other thing you could do is we use snow layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And like that. I need to stop doing that. Hang on. There we go. That's perfect. That is perfect. Okay. Add alcohol as a poison bottle. I mean, now we definitely could. Yeah, keep up the good work, my dude. My break is over. All right, sounds good, William. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your work day. And we'll catch you another time, maybe. Let's see. Sorry if I don't chat much. I'm a fantasy dev, as I'm currently working on a Minecraft fantasy mod. Hey, no worries, dude. No worries. Thanks for lurking, though. I appreciate it. So much people. King Oddly. Fox Oddly. What? Huh? I'm King Jamal. You're King Jamal. Hello, Marty. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I love the snow golem egg. Snow golem egg. Oh, that is adorable. I do like that, yes. Mojang was cooking with the eggs. I know a lot of people were kind of upset about them. But they were cooking, okay? I have no regrets supporting that decision from Mojang. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I don't know. This should look good. Just fill those in one more time. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Oh yeah. Those are nice. Those are really nice. Me subscribe? Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. I hate how they added textures to the egg. I love the textures, man. It's so much easier to find what you're looking for. Like, I don't have to read each and every thing. I mean, here's the thing. Minecraft is primarily a kid's game, as much as I do play it and as much as adults do play it. But, you know, think about all the iPad kids, you know, they don't know how to read. So they can quickly see what egg is which. And then colorblind people. I showed it off in one of my videos. Color blindness on the old eggs was awful. Even if you did know what you were looking for, you had to read. There was no choice. And considering the amount of eggs, I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, or no, not 5 whole pages, but 4 whole pages plus an extra 9 eggs. You know, you're looking at quite a lot there. It would be a pain in the butt to read all of those just to find the egg you're looking for.
Hello there.
Thank you for subscribing, Rob. I appreciate it. Can you play guitar? I can play guitar, yes. I play just about every day. Am I a great guitarist? That is not for me to say, but some say I am. Okay, that does look really cool. Cozy, I think, were you the one that said to add the shelves? Yes, you were. Those look great. That is a great block choice there. I don't like the pillagers and turtles. That's fair. It takes a lot of getting used to, that's for sure. Add beer rack? Well, I mean, I can. It's just I'm trying to mainly utilize my new blocks here just to see what we can kind of mess with, considering the new update. But that's all. But really says, but like he's still a child living with mom. Well, half of that. Wait, I'm sorry. What? Huh? Turtle, not title. My bad. Nah, you're good, dude. Turtles are great. They're fine. I'm thinking maybe we go back to this idea just really quickly and wrap it up so that it looks nice. It's not gonna take very long because this is it's a porch. It's not supposed to be a full-on deck, so I'm just gonna kind of bring it out to about that point, and then we can rip up the rest of it basically, and it should look good. Okay. I agree, I have 4 baby turtles and 1 mom turtle. That's awesome. I've never had a pet turtle. I had a dog and a cat, but I never had turtles or fish or frogs. I've not had anything of that nature. Snakes. Nothing quite that cool. Okay, slash game rule. Random tick speed. I'm just gonna bump that up to 1,000 really quick, just to quickly grow in all the grass. There we go. That is pretty nice. Okay, and then just kind of like do a little door right here. Again, just to sell the idea of this being a house. It doesn't have to look amazing, but it does need a little selling. I haven't built a house in years, guys. I need to actually learn how to build a house. Let's do more pale oak, but do it like on the edges. So maybe like that. And this is where our darker block can come in, like deep slate. And that'll kind of help balance it out a little bit. That feels way too high. What we could do instead of stairs is we'll do slabs, and that'll look better. Pale oak slabs. Boop. Just trying to figure out what it better there, I guess. Yeah. That is so much better, yeah. Okay. And then we just go this way. Okay. And then go back to deep slate like tiles, essentially. And these would just kind of go across like so. And I think that'll look okay. I don't know. It's more so just to sell the idea of what you could use the shelves as. It's not supposed to be the most beautiful house in the world, but we'll see. Hi, it's me again. Hello, Scrap. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. By the way, I really like your channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. That actually does kind of sell it a little bit better. Okay. Sweet. And just to wrap it up, we do need a way up here. So we'll just kind of go right about... we'll go off to the side. Some houses do this, some don't. This one does. So we'll kind of go like that. Perfect. And then maybe we just kind of do that to help kind of break up the view there a little bit. That is nice. That is really, really nice. Essentially what it would continue into is this would be a separator, and then it would go up to a second story or something like that, which I'm not going to build something necessarily there. Although I could find another block to utilize a little bit more of. Like copper, I don't have zoom, hang on. We could utilize like copper chains or copper, bars. Possibly. I don't know. Hello, LaFry. Fry boy. How's it going? It's good to see you. Wow, I have not seen your name in a long time. I hope you're doing well. What's their name? My cat and dog? They are both sadly no longer with us. But, my dog was named Rusty and my cat was named Oscar. Let's see. I have 8 cats, 2 dogs, a butterfly, and... a what? Cicada, maybe? Hang on. I'm gonna assume it's Cicada Killer. Oh my gosh, you have Cicada Killers? Those are kind of crazy. Those are kind of crazy, dude. Okay. 3 babies, 1 mom, 2 female, 2 male. Oh my goodness. Don't talk about the deadly bugs that live with me outside. It's fine. At the bar, you should make a dropper that drops poison or something. We could do something more with the bar in a little bit, yeah. Hello, Demon God. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We're just testing out some of the newer blocks that they've added to Minecraft. So we're testing the shelves here. I think they turn out pretty good. That, like, really looks good. I'm kind of shocked, to be honest. It would just need a door, which, I don't know. For contrast's sake, let's add, like, a door, a doke door. Depth's sake says we need to put it in, but like I said, I'm not making the build look incredible right now. It's just kind of about showcasing certain features. So we need black door and blackwood for real. For real, I totally agree. I could foresee that coming sooner rather than later. Let's see. Keep on posting no matter what challenges you face. Scrap signing off. I appreciate it, Scrap. Thank you very much. Will do. Will do. On YouTube, how did I get here? I was scrolling shorts and I did a double take. You know, it's alright. I started multi-streaming in February, so, yeah, I will be haunting your algorithm forever. I'm sorry, Fry. But imagine I run into your amazing vid again. It could happen. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. That looks like my house. Hey, let's go. Let's go. I'm kind of tempted to keep going with that idea at some point, but I want to try some other things. That was one of my first ideas when I saw the shelf block, was like, how can we utilize this a little differently? And I was like, what if we used it for a perch, or a porch? And it kind of worked. So you could also use these guys as lawn gnomes. I'm just saying. I guess it probably helps if you use the right one. These guys. Kermit must return. Alright, we're doing Kermit the Frog. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes, please.
Fine.
Okay, I guess, yeah, that was a 5 minutes. There we go. Let's see. I can't leave the lurk. Guess I gotta be quiet. If you do exclamation mark unlurk, but you spell lurk correctly, it will unlurk you. Hello, I don't know how to say your name because I think that's Russian. I like English. That's awesome. English is the language I speak. I am Russia people. That's cool. That's cool. We respect everybody here. See, so messed up. He's just a lovely little gnome. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with having just a random gnome, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. Hello, Nefan, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're just gonna put the gnome on this side. It's gonna kind of be like a dual showcase, I think. Maybe. This one's a little bit of a stretch, in all honesty. First to never be alive. Yeah. It's, it is a thing that's happened to him, I suppose. Maybe we kind of pull them out a little bit, because we could do bushes. Not bush. Well, we could do bush. They do have bushes now. I forgot about those. And firefly bushes. They can kind of like do that sort of thing. Can you put bushes on top of leaves? That should be a thing if it's not. Is that a thing we can do? No, it is not. Okay, noted. Kind of do those, and then like how else do people use lawn gnomes? Like, this doesn't really integrate well in Minecraft. You could utilize these on the edge of skyscrapers. So like imagine you have like a skyscraper here, and so you just do, oh, I don't know, something kind of like this. And then you do, I need some stairs. These. Okay, and then, I'm trying to remember exactly how to build the skyscrapers like I used to back in the days, but I don't remember. I kind of seem to remember doing something sort of like this that we do every 2. You can put them on there like gargoyles. It kind of works. It kind of works. Maybe you do some slabs as well, just to kind of add some depth. It helps if you build it out of the right materials, but I'm too lazy to build out of the right materials. But it kind of does work. I mean, especially the farther away you get, because they're green, but it is a thing. Hello, my friends. Hello, I show speed. Hope you're doing well. I escaped. You escaped. How is it going? Welcome back, Fox. Fake I show speed in chat. That is indeed the fake I show speed, it seems. That's a-okay. We're just chilling. I don't know if I really like that. I'm gonna be honest. It's an idea. We'll play around with that in a little bit. Let's see. What else do we got? We got oxidized things. So I mean, if we wanted to use like some copper bars, maybe we could grab those, and then we could also grab the lightning rods, which also have waxed and unwaxed variants of every type. The lightning rods is sort of new to a certain degree. It's not like new, but it's a little new. So what you could do if you wanted to is kind of turn it into like a lamppost of some sort. This is something I see a lot of people do. Then you add like a, I don't know, copper bulb to it. Like that. And then add a button. Might be a little not great. I don't know. Let's try that. That's a little better. A little bit. Maybe we could also do... Okay, I can talk my normal voice now. We're good. Where do you live? I live in the United States. What country are you? United States. I thought that was real, guys. Who says that? My mom. I don't know. My mom. Sure. Let's see. So, like, that's an option. I don't know if I like that. Beautiful house. I appreciate it. Thank you. US of A. That's me. Okay, only because you guys have asked me a couple of times, I do want to also quickly add and just finish up this little scene here. It's not gonna take me like any time. We'll do that. And then what we could do is we can add, not keg, barrel. And then we could add a tripwire hook. We can just add those onto there. And then maybe over here we can add like, I don't know, add some campfire and then add like a trapdoor. And so we could do something sort of like that for cooking's sake. Perhaps. It kind of adds to the vibe. And then we need a cup. We need some cups. So like flower pots. And then, yeah, I do not speak Russian. Let's see. Trying to think if there's any other like items that we could utilize as cups. Some people use candles. Those are an option. Yeah. And pickles. I forgot about pickles. Outside of that, I don't think there's really any else. I don't know, those aren't perfect. They kind of work a little bit. I don't know if I like the sea pickle or not. Cat King versus KingRegNog, which one wins? Is spicier? I don't believe so. How's it going, Cat King? Welcome on in. Let's see. That does work though. Okay. That does help sell the scene a little bit more. It doesn't just look like we're showing off exactly one thing you can do. But it does kind of show off a little bit about what you might expect to change with this, I suppose. You could also take your wax oxidized copper bars and go like up a couple of blocks like so. And then we could take some chains and some lanterns like so. And let's just go like that. Maybe not that low. Okay. That is the trouble of these lanterns is you gotta stack them up super, super high if you don't want them to touch heads and such. Do you watch football? Do you mean like American football or everywhere else football? Okay, we need to like finish up this scene almost, I feel like. At least add a couple of walls. I'm thinking we'll do like a stripped spruce wood trim. So that would kind of go around like this. Well, I guess I really should kind of do it correctly, so like that. But it doesn't have a tile texture. It has a different texture. There we go. I'm gonna go coding. Have a good day, King, and build that American bar. I appreciate it. Sounds good. I will catch you another time, Ugly Fox. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. What if we went with like a yellow terracotta wall? I don't know why, but that just feels like the right call here. Up. I don't know, I've never been inside of like a proper bar. I've been to places that serve plenty of alcohol. And I don't think any of them have these yellow walls like this, but I don't know, it just kind of felt like it would look good. It might complement the rest of the build, I don't know. I mean, it kind of fits with the copper. So a little bit, I don't know. Like that. I almost feel like these need to be made out of actual copper, though, if we're going to do that, because the blue just doesn't set in well. That's fine. Live and learn. Shame how annoying these are to place. Okay, come on. Up. Up. Okay. Up. 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 There we go. And one more. Boop. Boop. Yeah. Yeah, that does work. It's not like perfect by any means, but it kind of gets the job done, I would say. But the only other thing to do would be to do that. Just kind of match everything up a little bit. But I think this works. I don't know. You guys can tell me. If you have any ideas, that's welcome too. But it sets the scene. That's for sure. You could always add some like item frames and whatnot. Back here. I mean, just for now, cover that up. Are you able to see? You're sort of able to see those. What if we added like black concrete there? Just because you can sort of see through the fence, so the black will kind of help it with that. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it, Nada. Thank you. Great, beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's see. One thing we can do is. Oh. There we go. Really didn't want the campfire showing through, in all honesty. That's better. Okay. Goodbye, good American people. I sleep. All right, sounds good. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. We'll catch you another time. Bye-bye. Let's see. That really does work, though. I mean... Is there any other cool things that we could do without stepping out of this build style entirely? I'm just trying to think. My point isn't to utilize every feature in the game necessarily, it's just utilizing the new features. So I'm trying not to spend too much time just going all out and decorating this. I'm trying to watch out for that. Hello, Just Casual Coder. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. You know, I wasn't going to say anything, but today I almost ended up actually doing something entirely different. I was debating whether or not I wanted to do this, or if I wanted to try to make my first Minecraft mod on stream. And I decided that we were going to do this instead. But Minecraft modding was something that was kind of on my mind. I just don't have enough plans for it yet to do it. But it is something I'd like to do sometime. We'll see. Okay, this is almost done. Let's grab, like, a small little table there, and then we can also add some carpet. And for the floor, I don't know, you know what? I haven't done this in a while. That sign. Let's go with, like, a spruce sign there. Okay. And then, yeah, let's just stick with the spruce theming, I guess. We can add like a little pool table. And when I say little, I mean little. This one is a very tiny one, but it works. Always add this one there too. To add a little something something. Okay. And then usually what we kind of did was we would go all the way around. And we could add... basically... sort of add a little bit of detail here. What if we did vertical bars? Okay, hang on. This might work. This might work. Then we need to go up. It's kind of a square, so like you could imagine that's where you reach to get the ball from. It's very creative liberty, okay? Although I guess like pool table you don't actually do that. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a different game. I'm thinking of foosball. Pool you have the pockets, right? Bop, 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 bop. Okay, you should try modding, it's fun. I do have a couple of mod ideas I want to do, but I don't really know where to start, so that's kind of part of my issue. But once I kind of have more of a plan figured out, I would like to, absolutely. I think it would be cool. I think it would be really, really cool. How did what? Huh? Where did you wander all the way from over there to here? How, what? It's a black cat. Black cats don't spawn at villages, do they? I could have swore they only spawn at witch huts. Or maybe they're the only cat that can spawn at a witch hut and they could spawn here. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't see any cats over here, actually. Maybe it wandered from over there instead? I don't know where that cat came from. I'm a little bit lost on that one, to be honest with ya. Okay, that scene actually looks really good. I would be so proud of this if I built it in survival. There's no reason why I can't build this into survival one day. Let me think. What other blocks do we got here? So we've got... How many ideas do we have is the first question. So we got one for the cushions. We've got one for the lamps. I mean, sort of, kinda. It works. It's good enough. And then we've got those. And then I guess we need to workshop this idea a little bit more. I'm thinking, what if we change it all to be made of sandstone first off? Just because sandstone and another block. I can't remember which one it was. There's another block type that I want to mix into it a little bit. That really fits the vibes that we're going for, I think. Good guy? Good guy? Who's a good guy? There's like something missing though. I'm kind of thinking, what if we use cobblestone here? Just to kind of help set apart the textures a little bit. That's infested. It's not that that matters, but it matters just a little bit to me, I guess. I don't know. I gotta go for now. Have a good rest of the stream. See ya. Thank you very much for hanging out. I appreciate it, Casual Coder. Thanks for popping in. This build is fire, by the way. Also, sub everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just doing my best. Stream win. You know, with StreamerBot having the ability to stream on Kick now and like actually be useful, it is tempting, I won't lie, just to see. Also, Gus, it's good to see you. How are you doing, dude? Crazy idea. I'm not great. How are you? I'm in a similar boat. I'm pretty tired. I have a headache, but you know, I'm hanging in there, doing what I can. Me and you both do a collab when we stream on Kick together. Now that's an idea. that now we're talking. I made my account, King. I'm ready. I have an account, I think. I can't remember. I think I made it back when I realized it wasn't gonna die as a platform, and I was like, well, I guess I better claim my username at least, right? Raise you to affiliate. Now that... Ooh. You're touching into my competitive side now. I think we can actually use normal copper golems in this case now. Just because the yellow tones kind of work okay with the orange that they've got. I don't know. I don't love that. Is there a better way we can utilize these guys? I don't know how it works. I don't know either, though. I have no clue. Totally do a collab stream though. Dude, we gotta do some collabs soon. I would love to. How do, like... Genuinely speaking, how can we utilize this guy? Because, like... The shelf works wonders here, okay? It works wonders over here. Copper can be used as, like, great cushions. I'm just saying. But these are, like, the most useless blocks I think I've ever seen. I don't know how to utilize it. I really don't know how to utilize it. Let's see. I'll race you to kick partner. Alright, let's see. Kick partner program. Let's just see. Am I eligible? You must meet all the account requirements. What are the account requirements? That is like the most unhelpful statement ever, Kick. Wow. Okay. Kick partner program requirements. Let's Google that. Okay. You need to have at least 30 hours of streaming and 250 unique chatters in the last 30 days, along with 25 active subscribers and 250 followers. You also need to maintain an average of 75 concurrent live viewers during your live streams within the 30-day period and have 3 VODs verified on or available on your channel. Wow. Okay, it didn't sound terrible till they mentioned the concurrent viewers, which that part is kind of trash. It's kind of hard to do on Twitch too. So, darn, until the viewers. I know, right up until then I was like, okay, 250 followers, that's easy. Active subscribers, that can be a little challenging. Unique chatters isn't too hard. But man, that is 75 concurrent viewers on Kick would be pretty difficult. Hello, Kate. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Do you have any content you would want to collaborate on? I'm not, like, 100% certain on anything yet. I still gotta figure out what in the world I'm gonna be streaming for the next couple of months without King SMP. Like, I'm lost, dude. I'm actually lost without King SMP. And I don't know what's wrong with me. How about we do a Clash Royale stream on Kick? I haven't played Clash Royale in a long time. A long time. Join the dark side and play Skyblock with me. See, I don't understand Skyblock. That's the thing. I don't understand it really yet. Like, I understand Skyblock as, like, Skyblock, Minecraft Skyblock, but Hypixel Skyblock isn't Minecraft Skyblock. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know what the point of Hypixel Skyblock is. I'm figuring it out at some point. Are we done cooking? I'm cooking. I'm procrastinating. You can learn it's only 450 hours to custom for that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, with normal skyblock, it's like, okay, you farm resources, you build base. Hypixel skyblock is like you farm resources and then you get to the top of the leaderboard, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. It looks like it got darker, but it definitely didn't. Cause I have my daylight cycle turned off. I don't know. It felt darker. World domination. World domination is always a good option. Eddie, I'll be back hopefully. All right, sounds good, Gus. I will catch you later. My friend strapped me to a death machine. Love that for you. Death machine. Hang on. Hang on. How could we make a death machine out of what we've got here? And then we could like... They kind of look like spikes a little bit. Like bloodied spikes already? Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let's just like, okay, question. Do iron bar... Okay, they do connect. So... Okay. So what we need is we need stone bricks, right? Let's just like do a small pit. Right? It'll be like that. And then gotta do this sort of thing here. I've got an idea. Rod runs to copper golem. I'm cooking, let me cook. Chain connects to copper golem as if charging it up. I have a really dark idea now. Okay. I need to do this so I can kind of figure out where I'm putting everything. King, night vision, infinite, 1, hide particles. Boop. Okay. Guess really... Okay. And then we need, like, canes, right? So you could use just copper, or you could use iron bars anywhere, technically, but... Or, chains, rather. But I like this idea a little better. And then all you gotta do is say, okay, where did the guy impale himself? Right here? Okay, that's the place. You can almost add kind of like a splattered look to some degree. It's just a completely different color, you know? Maybe something like that. It's very, very, very unique. That's for sure. Hello Aiden, welcome on in, hope you're doing well. Add bones with a skull and redstone. I could definitely add a skull onto like one of the spikes. Bones and redstone won't necessarily fit between everything else. Although we could add some redstone blocks underneath it just to help sell the idea even more. Yeah, I got an idea, okay. Just want to make this a little taller is all. Okay. So like, go ahead and add another one there. And there. And there. And there. Okay. Skull. Okay. We add that sucker right there. And we add some redstone block right there. That's a little too noticeable. You could add like a mud color. A little too dark. See, blood dries almost a mud brown. So I was kind of thinking along that line, but we could go with terracotta or concrete instead. Let me do that. I don't know, something like that maybe. Because we don't have like a whole lot of other material options. About the best we could do as well as brick. You spell the right thing, brick. It needs to match the stone brick shape, so mud brick could work. Kind of like that, maybe. Or it's just kind of not. I don't know. It's not all in one spot. It's not perfect. Don't love that. Let's just clean all that up. Sometimes implying it is enough. Now zombie head on a note block underground, infinitely repeated with redstone. Oh boy, yeah. What can go wrong with spamming zombie noises? Okay, that's an interesting use. I've never thought about this before, but spikes, you know, it does add like a different color into it so that you can imply a lot more there. I'm trying to think of any other ways you could help imply more. Because you can only add so much. Like if you had... I don't know, I mean if you had the ability to access particles and such, you could do a lot more. It's fine. I think. Can you play Among the Sleep? It's a fun game. Maybe. We'll see. I usually only play Minecraft on stream, but there's a chance. Who knows? I'm not gonna rule out anything. I think I have Among the Sleep, actually. On my computer. I just never played, for whatever reason. I'm trying to think, what else could we do here? I want to go back to like the gargoyle idea with these guys, but it's really hard to utilize them for anything unless it's steampunk. And that's kind of what I'm thinking we're gonna have to do. Which, steampunk gargoyles is not a thing I thought I would ever do. Ever. So what if we took mangrove shelves there? It's gonna be an interesting way to do it. Copper. Oh, we need the waxed ones. Hang on. Okay. You. Okay. So you got those types, right? You can almost use that as a depth block for it. It's a little dark though. What if we use like acacia? There we go. Let's try that. I'm BXE. Hello BXE. Hope you're doing well. That's much better. Okay. And then we just need to do like a I don't know if a full copper is gonna work necessarily. I do like using that as a transition block though. Make a rotten copper house with rotten golems everywhere, like a factory, like a abandoned copper. Okay, hang on. That could work. That could definitely work. Hang on. Yeah. What would the inside of that look like? Little drop, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. So what we should do for that then is we're going to remove the wax with a oxidize. How do you spell oxidized? OXI. Okay, gotcha. So we'll go with like a oxidized copper, in which case we're going to need to go with also adding we're gonna need a different type of shelf, which does exist, the warped shelf, like that. You can sort of go like that. And we can do a lot more with texture variation and color variation with this. We also need a secondary color, which will actually probably be deep slate. I just think it goes best with it. And so that may be maybe this one. And then you can actually do that with the deep slate. No clue if this is gonna look good. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Bye, Sea Dropper. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Let's see. Okay. Up. You know what? We can actually add a trapdoor onto the end of it as well. Which kind of adds a little bit more depth. Okay. Let's see. Did you have school? I am not in school anymore. It was okay for me. I'm sorry that it wasn't great, but I'm glad it was at least okay. School is not my favorite thing in the world, so I completely understand. We'll play around with that here in a second. Okay. I do like that palette a little bit better. Now if we take out an axe, right? And then we need some wax. Not wax. Honeycomb. Right? Can sort of make it look a little less weathered in some spots. Which will sort of help almost make it look a little more realistic there, I guess. I am kind of thinking, what if we do deep slate tile blocks? Like so? That does work. That does work. Okay. I could tell a story from it. A story of King's Copper Home. You can make a huge story. Oh, absolutely. You 100% could. And then we could use the Copper Golem statue here. Just kind of going like so. And then the top side piece here, it needs to be... What do we got in the way of copper? I don't really like those blocks. What about dirt? Or deep slate, sorry. Let's use cobble deep slate for that. Slash fill. Okay. And then cobbled deep slate. There we go. You could work with that. You could work with that. Once King had a house, a creeper came by, scaring King away. He ran, and his house withered away slowly, but surely, until one day he came back to see his home withered alone, forgotten in the midst of the world. Perfect. And I mean, if you add a little bit of foliage, we add some like bushes. We could add even a rose bush for that matter. Add some leaves, some oak, jungle, and maybe some dark oak even. Which will kind of add a little bit of ambience to it all and kind of make it look a little more weathered, I guess. I don't know. I can add more about YouTube as a cap to it. Yeah, YouTube is a little bit picky about how long your messages can be. I mean, Twitch is too, but I think it's a little more free. I don't know. I go back and forth on whether or not I wish we could type more in YouTube chat. But yeah, it is a little bit more limited. Let me think. What else can we do to this? We got that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish ideas. I don't know if I like to call that a full idea, but it is an idea, sort of. there any other ways we can utilize these blocks? God bless you too, my brother. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm in the Discord. Thank you. That's cool. I always appreciate having you guys in the Discord. BXC, why are you spamming no? Hello, Swifter. How's it going? Thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. I got a job. You got a job. You have a job. What happened, Swifter? How did that happen to you? Don't say a J slur. I will say whatever I want to say. I'm an American. You can't take my freedom of speech. Come at me, bro. Gotta go. Alright, sounds good, Fox. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Die? That's crazy. That's crazy. This really does have a lot of life to it. I don't know why, but this is like one of the best. This is one of the best, best rooms I've done. I don't know why. It's actually like complete, I guess. It looks nice. I market a Minecraft tool to get it more sales, and in return for my services, I get 25% of all copies sold. Ah, okay, I gotcha. You get some commission on it. That's nice. That's awesome, dude. I hope that goes well for you. We're working on some builds with the newer Minecraft blocks. I wanted to try them out, and so so far we've done pretty decent. So we did this space here. It's like a bar hangout area. It's pretty decent. Theoretically, you know, it kind of works. The shelves, I think, are probably the best part of it, but having like the little chairs from the armor stands looks really cool. We also have that over here as well. And then this lamp is a thing. It is indeed a thing. You know what I think I could do to kind of make that a little bit better? We could go with a, like, lampshade over top of it, and then also I need to axe and wax. What is it called? Honeycomb? Yeah, there we go. It's a little more bulky, but I kind of like that better. I don't know. I write, edit, and edit videos. I write scripts, edit, and edit videos, record them, not with my voiceover though, and then also reach out to creators and stuff. And each copy is 20, and each copy sold is $5 for me. That's awesome. That's good. MBEXE 666. Dang. Bro got the devil's number in terms of being BEXE. That adds just a little bit to the build, I guess. This I need to just extend up a little bit more. That's crazy, Swiftu. Maybe. Possibly. I'm actually kind of proud of this. I don't know. It's a little different. I almost never build in that style. I have a headache. I've had a headache. But I have one still. Those shelves are kind of insane. They really are. I love this block so much. You can even use it as slabs, or vertical slabs in a lot of cases. Like, I know, like, people have already said that, but even with copper, there's not copper shelves, but we have close enough to copper, like, colors that you can use them as that. I've used them over here in the bar. They look great here. Also with copper, you can kind of make like bloody spikes too. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna display that better in the video, but I will at some point. Let's see. I wonder if you can do Renaissance style with shelves. You almost 100% could. Based on what I read in the snapshot page, I think they can be used to make calculators. Yeah, you can kind of store values in them. Now, you can't move them, but you don't necessarily need to move them. But if you can store a value in it, you know, each shelf itself can hold three items in it. So, you can definitely take signals out of that, and you can also power them as well to have different effects, which is kind of crazy. They're very helpful in redstone computers and such. I'm trying to think, what else could we do? I kind of want to use something like that you would never expect it to be, but I feel like the shelves are just like, I don't know, they're the most obvious one to do something with. Because, like, for example, if we took, let's use a different shelf type. Let's use, like, I don't know, let's use oak. Basic, right? You can do a lot more with this now. So if we go with all of our oak blocks here. Boop. All right. Do that. All right. Can do like a lot more shape though. Like, it's kind of crazy. Because I mean, the closest you're gonna get is like that. Otherwise, slabs just aren't good for it. What other? Is this in 0.8? No, this is snapshots. I'm on the newest snapshot. So it's gonna be 1.21.9 probably. I mean, they could say that this isn't gonna be 0.9. Mojang could tell us whatever they want. But essentially, all intents and purposes, this will probably be 1.21.9. Just kind of like explore this as an idea. See you, Lab Master. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Let's see. I mean, what we could do is do that. Also, Snowball, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Like that. Or wait, no. Go like that, and then that. That is an incredible amount of shape. That is a lot of shape. I'm gonna have to open up vanilla Minecraft for this. Yep. It's really cool what you can do, though. I mean, seriously, I'm kind of excited. I guess in this case, your best bet would be kind of going up like that. I mean, that is... Looks a bit flat at the top. I mean, yeah, that is right now very flat. I'm not, like, building anything crazy right now. It is the exact same, just inverted right now. I'm just kind of testing some things. I would do, like, maybe some spruce. You could go really far with this. I mean, go with, like, another layer here. Right? And then we go even deeper, okay? We go with dark oak because I only have dark oak at this point. Oop. Dark oak, okay. Bop and bop. You could do shelf, theoretically. What the heck? Problem is getting it all connected. Theoretically, you can go like that, I guess. That's gonna be definitely too... Like, you could... Oh, that is crazy. Like, the complexity of this shape is just a... It's only a little thicker, but only because of the edges there. It's not even like a pixel thicker than a trapdoor. I mean... It's just enough, though. Like, you can kind of do some wild things with it. You know, like, if we wanted to fix this, right, address that, I would probably take... You could just stack those up, but that's gonna kind of be a little wonky. I would do probably some sort of log. For now, let's just use oak. Okay. Right. That. Okay. Up here. I'd probably do that. And then all you'd have to do... You can't really just do that. Do I have the slab anymore? I don't think I do slab. And then you could do like another layer back there of something else. Just to kind of show that as a concept. That definitely helps. You need a new texture at some point in time, though, to break up the old one. Then from here, you could just kind of paint right over top of what you already had. It might look okay. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Wait, hold on. Okay, that was way off. There we go. I don't know if I would do that. Be entirely honest with you. I would consider doing that though. Like theoretically you could do that. It is a great block for using for shape though. Let me think, what else can we do with this? What other cool blocks do we have? You're not gonna really get to utilize them here at all. Bop, bop, bop. Just to see how that would look. I mean, yeah, that does work. That is a build. I mean, if you built that into the side of the wall, that would be kind of unique. It would be sort of interesting. One thing I'd kind of like to do is that. Just add a little more depth. Okay. So what if we... I almost imagine this being like in the side of a mountain, in all honesty. I think it would look really cool and unique. I don't know what would be the point of it other than like being like a hobbit hole or something like that. Just like a little window for it, but it kind of looks interesting. It's a little unique. And I think it really does showcase, not like, it shows how useful this is without you even knowing that that's what it is. Like, I don't know, it'd look different if it weren't that way. I mean, you'd have to do this. And you can just tell there's a difference there. I like that so much better. It's very unique. And as far as I can tell, they are not entities, so they're not going to disappear as you get farther and farther away, which is nice. Chests, on the other hand, they do disappear. So, I mean, you'll see when I get about here. Yeah, I was a little bit off on that. As you can see, they disappear. Those are entities, so you don't want those to be major building pieces, necessarily. Hello, Enderman Goat Aaron. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And Labmaster, you are free to copy any design that you see here. I'm actually going to be doing a video about some of the build ideas that I've gotten from these new blocks. So if you guys have ideas for it, you know, let me know. I'd be happy to include it in the video, maybe. Good window. Thank you. Appreciate that. Dude, sorry I haven't been on your live. I was just in Vegas. No worries, dude. Vegas is cool. Vegas is really, really, really cool. I've only been there once, but it was as a layover through the airport, so I didn't spend much time. But it's a cool place. Might show off my creative world when I think it's ready. Heck yeah, man. Please do. In 2 days, I turned 11 years old. I'm so happy. That's awesome, dude. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I have a really good Vegas story. Sort of. Kind of. It's... I don't know if it's something I really can tell on stream. Looking at it now, I realize how bad that probably was. 10 more years, I'll be 21. I'll be able to gamble in Las Vegas and drink beer in Las Vegas. That is 2 things you'd be able to do. That is true. That is indeed true. Dude, I will say this. Don't wish your life away. As somebody who is already 21, those years will go by faster than what you want them to. And you'll be wishing more than anything that you could have that time back. Just enjoy life, though. That's the biggest thing I can tell anybody. Okay, we could definitely do some more, like, steampunk type builds. This is kind of getting closer to it, but it wasn't it. That would be great with the new copper stuff. I mean, like, these fences right here are amazing. These chains, again, amazing. These lights, perfect. You know, there's a lot that you could utilize that for, and it's just steampunk. I've never built steampunk, though, so we may need to practice that before I actually just, like, commit to it. I want to move out. My brother is so annoying. That's fair. I get that. You know, I miss living with all of my siblings. As annoying as they are, I do miss it a little bit. Because I almost never see some of them. You learn to appreciate the poison that you have. It's a weird thing. It's a very, very weird thing, but I do miss it. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically. I don't know, I'm trying to think of some other cool ways that we could utilize this for, like, just a video in general. I mean, like, I just want this to, like, be cool. What if we built, like, a cart? So for that, we would need wheels. So those are usually good for oak trapdoors, right? Up. Up. 1, 2, 3. Up. And then we can make it out of spruce. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Do that sort of deal there, I think. That actually looks really, really nice. Up. And then you can just kind of load in, like, I guess, pumpkins? I don't know. Maybe we add, like, a couple of stems as well, so we add, like, pickle. Right there, and maybe one right there. And then all you gotta do is we would need some trapdoors. And then I'm thinking we would put those right here, so the driver has somewhere else to sit. And then we could do fence gate. Like so. And then essentially what you're gonna do, you're gonna hide spruce fence back there. We're gonna tie a horse to it with a lead. Okay. Up, up, up. And it's a little chunky for a cart of this size. So you could take it back a little bit or take it forward even more. I don't know. I don't hate that though. It's a decent enough design. Elongate it. That's sort of where I'm leaning with that, in all honesty. If we do that, I'm gonna move those wheels back one, just so I don't have to mess with the horse. And we can move this back. Up. Up. Green candles are good stems as well, yes. I personally prefer pickles, but green stems aren't, or green candles aren't bad. You could do like 1 or 2. Just kind of add some variety, maybe. Something like that, maybe, possibly. Let's see. That is much better. Those shelves really work wonders for it. And technically speaking, if you wanted to, you could go higher around this side. Just to add more storage capacity. Okay, that's interesting. I have the best use for shelves. I just need to finish the full build. It's insane. Okay, I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. I think I like that better. Only you could, like, stay there. You didn't want to jump up. And unfortunately, there's not a good way to block you from jumping up. Sub, hello games. PSP, hope you're doing well. If you just subscribed, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You want a gift? Not necessarily want, but if somebody wants to give one, I'm not gonna stop them. That's out of your own free will. I'm just glad for you guys to be here, that's all. I'm not looking for handouts. So I do like that cart. I'm thinking we kill the horse. Let's use the new copper sword because I need to have an excuse for it. Wow, you are loud. That would be friendly mobs. Okay. That is still very loud. Okay, wow. Up, up. You could still technically even elongate it a little bit more. I don't know. Bro's YouTube only vertical format. Did you check the Twitch stream? They're not only vertical format, but like it, for Wi-Fi's sake, sending 3 streams when you could just watch on Twitch if you want to watch the horizontal is about the best case, you know. I can't do too much there. Can I add a candle on top of a pickle? I can't. Oh. That's a bummer. Could add another stem back there. Maybe exchange the trapdoors with stairs instead of murdering a horse. I don't like the look of that. I mean, it could be cool, but it wouldn't. It doesn't really fit my preference. But the horse deserved it anyway. I don't know. It just kind of looks off. That's all. Aesthetics over horse. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't. The horses, they gotta go. Alternatively, we swap to doing, like... I don't like that at all. Never mind. Just trying to think of some other ways you could connect a horse to it. I mean, I guess about the best thing you could do is set it up as a scene. You could have like a... see, a watering trough would be kind of like that. Set up against... I don't know why I'm insisting on pick blocking everything, but I am. Something like that. And then do this. And that. Okay, then we can take the horse. And put it up to a lead. And then put some water in there. And like it kind of helps a little bit. I don't know. Also, I forgot to put back the fence gate. There we go. I don't like that. So we'll just kind of roll with this sort of deal, maybe. I don't know. It helps. Okay, what else can we use? What else could we use the shelves for? Can I not spell? Oh my gosh. Okay. Just cherry, just for fun, because I like cherry. Cherry's a good wood. Let's come over here. What can I use this for? You could... Hang on. Let's take pale oak. Getting a lot of love today. And then let's take quartz. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know, something like that. I mean, you could... That looks really nice. Oh my goodness. If we did like that. That is nice. I don't know if I would necessarily leave it alone like that, because it is kind of tall and very, very thin. But what you could do to help elongate it a little bit more is extend that up a little bit, and then extend that down a little bit. And that sort of helps it out a little bit. You could even, I don't know, I don't know. Could always put a piece of like soul sand up here as well. And some fire charge. Like that, and boom. It's a little bit tall. Like this? I don't know. I'm kind of spitballing here, guys. Welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going? Flash, good to see. Let me get you some shout outs here. Shout out. The one and only Flash Turtle. Boop. You guys haven't already, be sure to follow Flash. What were you guys up to today? That is still not working. Okay, I can't see what you were up to. I'm assuming it was probably some Minecraft. They're a fantastic streamer, y'all. You should for real check them all out. I highly, 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 highly recommend the Flash Turtle. Boop, 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 boop. To catch you guys up to speed on what we're doing, I am trying out some of these new blocks that have come out. We've got like new coppers and like these guys. I still don't really know how to use them yet, but oh, what you can? I knew that. I knew that. I knew that you could definitely. I remember reading it. Okay, that's about as much as I remember. But we're messing around with some of this for video stuff. Did 1.21.9 just come out? I just updated. It's not out yet. It's not out yet. We don't have a pre-release yet, but I'm assuming it's going to come quick. The features for all of this update are, as you see right here, but they've said that they're going to work on bug fixes, and we have kind of a sort of guesstimate on when Minecraft Live is going to be, and this will probably be out before Minecraft Live so they can announce the next update, which might be 1.21.10, I guess, or it could be 1.22. We'll see. We will see, but I've just been testing out like the shelf block. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's like such a nice block. It's a very, very nice block, and so I've been messing around with it. I just updated 1.21.8. Darn, maybe I'll go to 1.21.9, but I've decided for single player world. Yes, it's tough. It's hard to keep updated, especially when you use like mods. If you're using like Flashback, Iris, those two usually are pretty quick, but if you want to use things like, I don't know, Zeros World Map, that thing takes forever to update sometimes. So it's kind of like you gotta chop and choose what mods you want and how you're gonna proceed with updating and all that. It's troublesome. Cool. Mini HUD, wildfire, etc. 100% sees a lot of mods, especially technical. Like, that's fair. That is so fair. Yeah. You were doing some MCCI, building farms, made a 2D wither farm. That is sick. That is really, really cool. Well, I hope you had a good stream. It sounds like it was fun. Also, if you need to hop out, raid and run, do all the cool post-stream things, please feel free to do so. We'll be chilling. But yeah, we've just been kind of messing around going, oh, how could we utilize this? And like, oh, Bloodied spikes, I guess. And pillars and bars. I found that the bar is my passion now. I'm starting the loop with Minecraft. New blocks? Yes. Yes, Zev. We have new blocks. We've got, copper bars. We've got copper chains, copper lanterns, copper armor. And, the copper armor kind of looks like a good place to put my butt. I don't know. We got spruce shelves, all the shelves, and you can put items in the shelf. Pretty neat, but they're kind of better for building purposes in my opinion, so I've been using them for that. We've got copper chests, which work with the copper golem. The copper golem can take the stuff out of the copper chest and put it in normal chests. Torches, copper torches, they're green instead of blue or red. And oxidized what's it faces, these lightning rods. Lots and lots of cool stuff though. They're so cute. They are. The statues are neat, but the actual copper golem, I guess I haven't turned it on the stream yet, so I can show you guys. Boop. He's just a little guy. He's already looking for things to do. He's a workaholic, just like his dad. Let's see. I'm gonna have to make a copper golem city. Yes, it's gonna. These guys are so fun. They're so fun. What do you say they do? So they'll take items out of these copper chests and organize them. So if I bring out like a couple of chests here, I can show you. I will do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll just do. We'll get some mending books, okay? We'll get some unbreaking. We'll get an unbreaking 1 book, and then we'll get like some wood, and I also want some redstone. Okay. So I'm just gonna put a couple of those in there, and in here. And in here. Okay. We'll come over here as well and just kind of put a couple of things there. They'll look in here. He'll take it one by one. So he's got a book. And he put mending in. Okay. I'm going to take the rest of the mending books because we don't need to see him take each and every one of those. Okay, he put the mending in the wrong chest, but I respect it. He tried. He's doing his best. Okay, he found another one. That's fine. Yeah, that is unbreaking. Okay. So as you can see, you can take all the enchanted books and put those away. Okay, he's gonna look in here. And he can't put it in there because it's wood. And boom. They can hold 16 items at once. I couldn't remember that, so I was kind of stalling for time. But then he searches each and every chest. So I think he searches the one closest to him. And then he has some sort of priority system to check where to go next. But yeah, they do a lot of cool sorting that most other mobs, well, no other mob does. I mean, you have like the alley, which sort of helped with sorting, non-stackables in specific. But this guy can do it all. I mean, you can take, for example, the new copper armor, and he'll put copper chest plates in with copper chest plates and copper helmets in with copper helmets. Like he's really good at that, which is helpful. Now you don't need redstone systems, precisely. Now, I mean, if you're trying to do like multi-item storage within one chest, unfortunately you can't do that. Although I guess you kind of could. If you had him put it into like an input chest. Although, no, it wouldn't work because you'd have to lock the chest or the hopper so that he only put in... You have to do an unlock and lock mechanism for it, but you could have him put, like, all of his wood items in the, like, 5 chests, for example, and then those combine into one storage chest later, but it would kind of defeat the whole purpose of having to not do redstone. But he's really helpful, especially in farms. That's where I found him to be helpful. I mean, if you built, like, a zombie or skeleton or any mob farm, you could do a general mob farm. You know, they drop like 20 different items. This guy could take care of you pretty quickly, and it only gets faster when you add a couple more. I mean, we had a couple of friends here, and they'll speed up the process a little bit, or they'll make it slower. We'll see. We will find out. There's more wood, yay. Okay, now they're getting some stuff. I'm gonna move these books here so that they... I don't think I left enough spaces for all of that. Okay, you guys need to not mess up totally. There we go. They're usually pretty good. I've just set them up in a peculiar setup anyway. Okay, now we're getting into the copper gear. Here we go. They shouldn't put it there, but he should right here. Yeah? And they'll get confused with the chest plates, because I don't think I have any more. No, I do have space. There we go. This is my new second favorite mob. What is your current favorite mob, if you don't mind me asking? Striders? That's fair. Striders are pretty adorable. I haven't used a Strider in forever, but they're nice. They're very nice. We got redstone, we got wood, we got helmets, more wood, and chest plate. There we go. Now, as far as I know, they don't put items into copper chests. They only take out of them. So you can sort of control them a little bit like that. They don't do anything, but I really love them. Every base I make has a lava room that I keep my pet Strider in. That's awesome. I respect it. I respect it. I really should invest in Striders. They're nice. They deserve more love. They deserve so much more love. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm trying to think. What if we... that might be a weird one. Hang on. The blue would look kind of good on that. We can do like a... That doesn't look good. Hang on. Just give him like the Ender Dragon treatment. Yeah. There you go. I don't know where I was going with that. Something could be cool. I was brokenhearted when they lost the original mob vote. I forget who beat them. The ally, maybe. Copper Golem. Yeah, maybe. You know what? I'm gonna Google it because I don't remember. That was like what, Minecraft Live 2017. That doesn't sound right. No, Minecraft Live 2017 was still Minecon. This would have been probably 2019, right? No. How far off am I? Okay, 2010 was the first mob vote. 2021, sorry. It lost against the ally, yeah. I was personally voting for the glare. I know, I'm one of those guys, one of those losers, but the glare was where it was at. That was my baby, man. It says Minecraft Live 2021. Ally won. Dang it. I never use the ally. I know there's so many people who do. I can't get myself to utilize it. Can you build the sheep machine? I technically could. I'm not going to, but I could. Let's do... I'm trying to think, what else could we do here? The shelf is just so good for shape, man. That is nice. Heard only redstone kings can build it. You know, maybe that's true. I don't know. I use them, but never to sort. I just keep them as pets. That's fair. Most creatures I get in Minecraft end up being pets. I will say I do utilize the happy ghast a little bit. A couple weeks ago, I was building, and building cliffs has been so easy with the happy ghast. Use ally if I'm on a big mining project, though. That's fair. That works. Definitely helpful. I have no idea what a happy ghast is. Oh, dude. Hold on. Look at this guy. Look at him. We gotta... There we go. May I introduce to you your new flying mount? And not only that, I am not flying. I am in survival mode now. You can use them as a little platform to stand on. So, like, they're better scaffolding. You can fly around on them. They're very, very slow, but it's balance, you know? It is balance. They're very adorable, too. Just having them floating around your base, they're so cute. But yeah, that was the big, I guess 1.21.6 feature, I think. That'd be great for builds too. Oh, absolutely. I love having him around for cliffs. I mean, I built huge cliffs, and I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And boom, happy ghast. Makes it so easy. I heard it regenerates from clouds. I don't know if that's true or not. Let's go up and find out. I'll beat it to a pulp really quick once we get up there. Give me like a really long second. This is a little slow. I mean, I guess they did update clouds during that. But I don't think we know when you're in a cloud. As far as I remember, that wasn't added. But we can find out. It might just be due to cloud layer. I mean, it's healing pretty quick anyway. I don't know. Last mob I played with was the sniffer, I think. It's been a bit. I remember that and getting more copper things. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's been a while then. The sniffer's pretty cool. I wish I used it more, but even its plants aren't super useful to me, just with what I do build. But, yeah, the more copper stuff is really nice, too. And now we have even more copper things. It's great. I'd kind of like them to add more building blocks to do with gold and iron at this point. Just more textures. Because, I mean, we've got so many cool blocks with copper that I'd love to see that texture carried over to iron and gold. I know those are more valuable blocks, but it would still be really cool. Okay, it does look like it heals when you're higher up. I don't know exactly how high you have to be for it to start, but it looked like I was pretty close to cloud layer when it started healing, so now we know. That I never got that one. Archaeology annoys me. That's fair. It was a great idea and concept. It just... It's a pain in the butt to try to go and find all the places that you need to go to get this this sniffer is... It's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I really do despise looking for it, but if I stumble upon it, I usually have the materials available to make a brush. We got new chickens too, right? Yes. We got new mobs. New mob variants, so... slash summon Minecraft chicken. Can I not do type? Doesn't look like it. Not yet anyway. Boop boop boop. Type equals cold. Maybe. Variant. What am I doing wrong? There we go. There's a cold chicken. And then we got a warm chicken. So these are two new chicken types. And then we've got the default ones over there. The ones we know and love. We've got... Hello, Owl. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We also have that for cows and pigs. So there's the warm variants. And then the cold pig is pretty controversial, but the cold cow is pretty well beloved, I would say. So, you know, we've got a couple new mobs. Sort of. Let's figure those aren't chickens. They're definitely chickens. They're definitely chickens. They even poop out different eggs so that you can still spawn cold chickens in warm areas, or warm chickens in cold areas even. The warm ones are cute, which is perfect since I usually build in warm biomes. Yes. Warm biomes are pretty nice. I do love seeing all the mob variants. I know some people don't like them. This one, I don't love it, but it has grown on me since they brought it into the game. I don't hate it. What are those cows? This would be like an ox of some sort, and then this is like a yak, basically. It took a while to get used to them, but once you see them in the game a little bit, it's not so bad. Seeing them in context helps a lot. Spawn lava chicken. Or not lava chicken, slash give lava chicken. Okay. Jukebox. We gotta add it to this build anyway, I mean... That is so loud, oh my gosh. It's still very loud, I'm just gonna step away. There we go. I still can't believe this is in the game, to be honest. That is still very loud, oh my gosh. We're just gonna come back here. Like, they were cooking when they added this. My favorite tree is acacia, and I love Badlands, so usually I'm in a warm area. Okay, I gotcha. When I saw them in game, I legit got scared. That's fair. I often mistake pig variants for cows. Really? I can see how that would happen, I guess. This is annoying beyond comprehension. I don't think it's annoying. I don't think it's annoying in the slightest. Somebody doesn't understand the power of lava chicken. It is so good. Why do the spawn eggs look like that? I was starting to get used to all the spawn eggs. That is one thing that did change, yeah. You can now see what a spawn egg is when you see it. So, That is a chicken. That is a warden. Zombie villager. They're all very, 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 very clear from the second you see it, which is helpful. So since when can you spawn in big mobs? What do you mean? You've always been able to spawn, like, big mobs, like the warden. I'm, like, pretty sure, anyway. Elder Guardian? Elder Guardian. Where's the Elder Guardian? I'm blind. That's the Guardian. Elder Guardian. Am I just actually that blind? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I am blind. Okay. Oh, it's peaceful. Crap. Difficulty. Boop. Easy. There we go. That warden is gonna kill everything. I just realized that. That's fine. That's fine. Your first Iron Golem's not having eggs before, just like the Wither boss right now. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, we've got, or you meant Iron Golem, right? Yeah, Iron Golem is a new one. That is a new one. And I think, Wither spawn egg. I'm not gonna spawn it right here because I kind of need all that stuff. But I do have access to this. This was, how long ago was this added? It was back when they retextured the Vex to look more like the Ally. I don't know why I started drifting into an accent, but yeah, you can just summon a Wither like that. Not played since Ocean update? Okay, it's been a while then. 1.13. That was back, jeez, 2017? Yeah, there's been quite a lot that's been brought into the game since then. I should probably put us back into peaceful before that warden and Wither cause issues. So I thought it was like 2018. It may have been. Yeah, 2018 would have been when that was added. I think it was updated in 2017, or when they announced the update, sorry. Not bad. You're right. I almost prefer them sitting down. At least here. I don't know. We'll leave them sitting for now. Let's do... maybe I should do another survival run. I also only used to play Pocket Edition. Jeez, I haven't played Pocket Edition in forever. I used to play with my brother. Him and I would play a little bit. But we had issues where it kept resetting our world. So we never got really far into the game. Yeah, I forgot about Pocket. I need to get Pocket Edition and actually, like, play it properly. You know, somebody who plays Minecraft every day, you'd think he would have Pocket Edition, but I do not. These little goobers are so cute. They are. Got all these little guys. And then I think, let me just... I don't know if I can force it to happen or not, but there's a cute little interaction that happens between iron golems and copper golems. I don't know if I can force it to happen again or not. But we'll see. They seem to have no interest whatsoever in doing it, but we'll find out. DMs? Okay. I will check DMs as soon as it comes through. It might take a second. There it goes. Okay. Boop. Ooh. Swifty, that is actually amazing. Yes. That is amazing. Why is it paused? I tapped out. My bad. Boop. I need to set that up. How do you do that? It's F3 escape. Yeah. There we go. Or no, that's 2 pause. What is it to stop it from pausing? I'm not seeing it immediately. Pause on lost focus, F3P. There we go. Since when does that actually pause the game? Bedrock doesn't have that. Because Bedrock runs all their worlds as a server. So Pocket Edition and Windows and console editions, they never work like that. But on Java, that's everything's run as a local world unless you open the LAN. And so pausing tends to not have that. Now I still can't tab out really because for some reason OBS doesn't want to pick it up, but yeah. Did you drink water today? I did indeed. And I've got a little bit more here so I can drink some more. Guys, I slept for 11 hours. I'm still tired. I slept for 12 hours. Before that, still tired. 10 hours before that, still tired. 12 hours before that, still tired. And then before that, it was like a normal amount, like probably 8 or 9. Yeah, I have been sleeping a lot and not feeling great after waking up. And there seems to be no relief for that coming soon. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm sleeping most of my life away, unfortunately. It's not something I'm proud of by any means. Let's see. At least Pocket Edition has the pause now. That is true. Yeah. It's crazy to me that it used to not. Because you are absolutely right, Al. It when you went into the options, it used to still play the game. Let's see. I was kind of hoping they would do it, but it doesn't look like they will. I mean, it takes like 10 minutes in my testing for it to start, but I don't know, I was just hoping it would kind of happen quicker for us. And unfortunately, I don't think I can force it to happen. So we're just gonna kind of keep waiting. But basically, you know how baby villagers can be given poppies by the iron golems? The iron golems will also give poppies to the copper golems, and then the copper golems will wear them on their head too. It's really adorable. Reg, what you need is just some warm-up practice. I need to, like, wake up. It'd be really, really cool. It'd be really cool if I could wake up and live life. One day. One day it'll happen. I promise you all. Let's see. I really should be doing more right now. But I don't feel like doing more. I'm just trying to think, what else could we build? Hello, baptized in battery acid. That is a nice name. I love that. Oh my gosh. So what could we kind of do, like... What could we utilize that for? No. Bop. Bop. And then you go... Bop. Bop. Kind of a little large. I guess you have that, basically. I guess maybe that? I don't know what you could utilize that for, but that's about your thickness scale in terms of that direction. 2 banger albums came out Friday. Somber's album and Lofty's album. Amazing. Tell him, where is the money? Where is the money? Where is the money? I don't know who I'm telling that to, but I'm gonna tell it to everybody now. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not keeping that now. Who is Somber and Lofty? They are singers. I don't know who Somber is. Never heard of them, to be honest, but I've heard a little bit of Lofty. Lofty's pretty cool. Can you make like a barrel? Yeah, barrel. Boop. Okay, now to actually do it. Spruce. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop. Nope, bop, bop. Just start with that for a second. Okay. Now, I mean, usually we would just do that. So imagine Taylor Swift, but angsty teenagers and hot abs, and all the songs are about women and not men. That's somber. Okay. Interesting. Now we could go even larger than this, though. Go 3x3 and just see how that would look. Up, up, up. Okay. Hello again, my friend. Hello, William. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Or was it probably the other way around? Yeah. Do that. Bop. 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 I had to, like, I guess place that there. I don't know. That's about as best as I can do, in all honesty there. Let's see. Welcome back, Show Speed. And BXE, hope you're doing well. If you want to get the vibe listened to, I Wish I Knew How to Quit You. And for Lofty's album, Castle in the Wood. Alright, that. What am I looking for? Spotify, right. There we go. What are you building? We're just messing around. Right now I'm building a... Okay, I need to kill that happy ghast. I'm sorry, guys. You know what? I can just make it quiet. There we go. It's very loud and annoying. That's my reason. Castle in Hollywood. What you said there. I'm gonna add that to my list. Okay. And then you said, I wish I knew how to quit. There we go. Okay. Thank you for the recommendations. I will listen to them at some point in time. 7 ads and they show the same one twice. Don't mind watching ads, but at least show different ones. That's my thing. In all honesty, Why not have different ads show? You're not wrong. You are not wrong, dude. Hollywood is expensive. It's very, very expensive. So what we've been building recently is we've been building just like little set pieces almost, just as a proof of concept on how you could utilize the new blocks from the next update. And it's looking pretty good, I think. Could definitely be worse, that's for sure. Al with the ad time right after ads are already done. How long would you like the ad time to be, Al? One last thing before I go. You gotta make everyone suffer. 3 minutes. Okay. Guys, blame Al, don't blame me. This is not a choice. I'm being held at gunpoint. I have to run another 3 minutes of ads because Al told me to. So enjoy, guys. That's actually wild. Actually wild behavior, though. Thank you so much, though, Al. I appreciate you. It may not affect everyone, but it might affect a couple of you out there. Let's see. Have a good day. All right, you too, dude. You too. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna, like, clean up that. There we go. I do need to find something else to do just for a little bit. Or build something. Because, man, it is tiring just sitting here. I don't like how that barrel looks. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think the spruce shelf really fits it too well. I mean, you could do that, I suppose. And what you could even do to help fill in the space even more. Technically, it makes it a little thicker. And the item stays in it at a pretty sizable distance, really. So, I mean, by the time you get close... I don't know, I don't think it works as good as I'd like it to, though. I'm just imagining animation channels animating oxidizing copper golems as pillarmen. I wouldn't be surprised if that's not a thing already. Or I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing already. Sorry, words are hard. I'll just tear that one down. Oh, you meant like that. I'm sorry, Swifty. Okay. I'm following now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's actually a really good barrel design. Shelf. I've been using it all day, but I don't even know what it's called, man. Okay, not quite like that. And then you just add like a little trapdoor onto the top. Boom. Looks very nice, very fancy, and you can even add like in water or in different markets. You could add water into it. You could add like cod. Ah. And then just like, boom. That'd be actually like really cool. That is a really, really cool idea now. Oh. I don't know what made them decide to jump out, but they decided to jump out, so that's a thing. Just give them a second, they'll pass. Okay, Let me think of some other things here. Is there anything else? I don't want to, like, put you guys through all those ads and then, like, you know, not do anything with you at this point. So I gotta do, like, one more thing of some sort. These copper bars, though, dude. I'm really proud of this scene. I don't know why, but it just looks so nice. I wasn't a huge fan of the candles being drinks either, but it really does tie the whole scene together, in my opinion, so it's forgivable. That just, I don't know. It feels right. Hello, Lab Master. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Oop. Okay, I do have some things we can talk about really quick. I've been thinking, and I want to do it because now's a good time as any since King SMP is over right now. What would you guys think about me making a mod? And I'm not talking like just a baby mod, like, oh yeah, we're gonna like have, I don't know, new blocks. Like, I'm talking new blocks, new enchantment maybe, possibly a music disc, and a mini boss with, you know, new mobs and a structure and maybe a biome. And maybe even we do like a whole series about making mods and adding them to Minecraft as like adding features to Minecraft and such. One thing that I would want to add right now is a concept for the next drop. As it is right now, if we're getting copper bars and copper chains, I really think we should also have gold bars and gold chains. It just makes the most sense, in my opinion. Same thing with those. You could add new color for fire as well. We would add like a green fire so that when you light copper on fire, it turns into green fire, and then you could do one for yellow, I guess. I don't know. For when we add the gold one. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we figure out what gold would burn as. I don't know. They got smart enough to add the green to the copper, but then they didn't like add a reason for it necessarily. Like, they didn't go the full mile there. Sounds a great idea. New mechanic and built-in lore. Yeah, we'll be doing a whole lot of stuff with the modding series. If you guys want that, I'll do it. It's a video thing I wanted to make anyway, but doing a mod, or modding on stream would be cool, I think. I've never done it before, so I think it'd be unique. Hello, Hunter. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. How did you get copper stuff? What version? Is it only for Bedrock? I am on Java Edition right now. No, this is not only for Bedrock or Java. This is for both. I'm in the testing version, so I'm in Minecraft 1. I'm in, where is it? Oh, they changed all this. I'm in Snapshot 25W34B, which will probably be Minecraft, 1.21.9. I'm in the testing version still. Hello, Natalia. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. If you're doing stuff with gold, you could do like a gold robot mob, similar to Golem, but more robot looking. Ooh, wait, hang on. Okay, hear me out. We add a gold robot, and what it does is it follows you around and it interprets other mobs because it's a protocol droid. And anytime he gets hit, he yells, "Oh, thank the maker." And for those of you who don't get what I'm saying and referencing yet, it's C-3PO from Star Wars. That's all I'm doing, is C-3PO from Star Wars. But yes, we could do that. I'm trying to think what would be like a unique property for a gold a gold golem of some sort. We could do like I like that these guys have their own purpose, and then iron golems have their own purpose. So what would gold golems do? They would be... I might have to do some research on gold just to see what its real-life characteristics are and what its Minecraft counterpart does. Because, I mean, they do well with piglins. Maybe that's a thing, it just... I don't know. Find a way to make it work with piglins. If it's within an area of a piglin and your rates for getting more stuff is like better drops, maybe. I don't know. It kind of fits with the protocol droid thing, I guess. That's kind of funny. They could seek out the nearest ore block, being full copper, gold, any ore. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, they could be like a mining buddy. That could work. That could really, really, really work. That's actually kind of smart. And so long as you can tie like a lead to them, it would be fine. Because that's the thing, like if after a while they wouldn't be able to find anything within their area and they wouldn't go where you want them to go. Thank you for the follow, Jacob. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I guess you could, yeah, as long as you could tie a lead to them, then they would follow you, basically. I'm gonna have to play around with that, because that could be cool. It's gotta be a little annoying to use, probably, just so that people... or we just make it so that it doesn't find diamonds or something, so it could find metal, maybe. Anything that would give off a quote-unquote magnetic field, just so that it's not too OP. But that's kind of the appeal of it. I don't know. Do you only play on Java? Usually, yes. I will be playing Bedrock again soon-ish. I'm gonna be doing like some Bedrock mini games with viewers at some point, because I did promise it. But I usually only play Java, and then I used to have a SMP that I played on with both my Bedrock and Java users as well. Similar to what an ally does, I guess. Finds ore and comes back to you and it's not seeking. Yeah. Yeah, if it can't find any ore within the radius, then it walks back to you, and then it just kind of follows. Yeah, that's a good idea. I do like that. Because I want gold to be useful. That's the thing. Right now, you get a ton of gold, and it's not really helpful at the moment. So one thing I know in specific that I want to do with gold and iron is give it the same copper treatment. So you're gonna have your base copper and iron blocks. You're gonna have your chiseled blocks, your grates, your fence, your chains, all those things. You are noob. That's what I said to your mom last night. But yeah, that would be a cool one. And then, like I said, I've got a whole update idea in my head that I would love to add to the game. I've got a couple of update ideas. I'd like to imagine my own end update and present that as an idea to other people as well. I don't know. There might be some other things. We'll see. My own dimension. There is some of that as well. Maybe some more mob variants just to prove that, you know, it is a thing you could do. I don't know if I could add that as a client-side mod. Maybe. Theoretically. But it could also be a server-side mod that doesn't require a client-side mod. I don't know if that's a thing we would allow or be able to do or not. The idea and hope would actually be that most of it could be run as data packs instead of mods. Although some things would definitely need it. Dimension could be another planet which has the gold robots living on it. Ooh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Actually, though, wait. Hold on, you might be cooking. I've got some ideas on that one, Nathan. I've got some ideas. That could be interesting. That could be really, really interesting. Low gravity, so you get jump boosts all the time, custom biome, etc. Yeah. Nick, why are you a unpleasant person? Who hurt you? Was it me? When I took your mom out on that date? Did I hurt your feelings? Up. My bad, love you. Yeah, they all change their tune when I bring up your mom. I don't know what's with that. Anytime I talk about your mom. I'll look into modding. We'll see what I can do. I might be able to come up with something. But I think there's so much room for more stuff in Minecraft, and they've already set the precedent for some of it, so it's kind of like I don't want to add anything that straight up feels un-Minecrafty, but I don't want to add anything that's like super basic either. But the hope would be that all of my mods that I work on kind of work in conjunction with each other, but they don't require each other, so you can chop and choose what you want and basically have your own Minecraft updates within those mods. Is the real hope, really. Adding full, complete features within those mods. You look like a nerd, not gonna lie. Mom jokes in the big 25. You know, we're talking like mom jokes are like time limited. They're very much timeless. They will always be with us. And if you don't agree, your mom does. So I'd be careful what you say. I agree. Interesting. What am I doing? What am I even doing? I'm wandering around doing nothing. That's what I'm doing. What? What? Who sent me a friend request? Who are you? I don't know. I'll figure that out later. You might do a survival series? Possibly. In the works, maybe. I won't say too much on that, but there is a possibility of that. Did I hear mom jokes? Dude, I'm here. Listen, I'm not making jokes about your mom. Unless you disagree that mom jokes are... You know, if you think mom jokes aren't funny, then, like, maybe I am making a joke about your mom. But, they're very funny. They're a good joke. Nah, they're chill. I'm not near her. Fair enough. So I can just say all the your mom jokes I want now, right? That's what I'm hearing. What we doing in this stream? We were working on testing out the new blocks. So I took all these new blocks here that are going to be added in Minecraft 1.21.9. Or whatever they end up calling it, and I just put together a couple of scenes to show off what they kind of could do. So I made some bar stools out of copper armor. I've used spruce shelves here in the bar. Copper bars kind of look good next to lightning rods. So I made a lamp out of that. We did, yeah, that's pretty much all there. I mean, obviously these are used the way you would expect them to be. And we use shelves over here for the porch. Kind of looks sick, not gonna lie. We did this over here, this cart with some shelves as well. And over here, we kind of utilized these copper golems as gargoyles. And again, shelves work great as vertical slabs. I mean, this is a warped shelf, but it works great with the copper, which is nice. And then over here, I found like this little thing where you can kind of use copper as bloodied spikes. So that's a thing too. Outside of that, I haven't seen very much else that I wanted to include in the video yet, but this is all for video's sake. I guess also over here I showed off some kind of cool thing. I don't know. This is neat. Shelf best new block. Honestly though, seriously, Nathan, it's really nice. This is beta version. Yes, this is snapshot 25W34B. Let's see. Hello, Spicy. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Stream is good. I never got noti despite having them on. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Not bad. I don't think I have the setting picked off to prevent them, but I'll double check that just to make sure. It may just be YouTube being YouTube. Who knows? It wouldn't surprise me. Let's see. Yeah, shelves are awesome. I like shelves. I do need to wrap up soon though, because I'm tired. Guys, I know I said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it again because I gotta have a reason to complain. I slept for 11 hours last night, and I'm still tired. And the night before that, I slept pretty long. And the night before that, I slept for 12 hours. So, like, I'm dying, basically, right? That's the only solution here. I used to not need to sleep this long, and now it's, like, awful. I don't know. We'll see. Not gonna lie, this is kind of boring except your commentary. You should stream survival challenges for more viewership. I'm not in it for high view counts. I'm here to do what I want to do. You know, I do think, yes, if I, like, did survival challenges, that would make me a bunch of money, sure. Make me a bunch of money, it would give me a whole bunch of views, but it's not really where my heart's at. You know, I want to do survival, and I will be doing survival content soon. But, you know, I want people to be here for who I am, not for what I'm doing. It's the symptom of hypersleep. You need to get more sunlight or exercise more. That's not always true. I do think I know what's happening. It's just I can't get into the doctor to see them yet. How do I post Minecraft kids on my PC? Like Minecraft vids on my PC. Okay. So if you're able, well, what part do you need help with there? Is it to record, is it to edit, or is it to post? Because there are 3 different steps there, and I'm happy to help you with any of that. It's just I need to kind of help you through any of it. Record? Okay. I use a software called OBS. There's a lot of great tutorials out there on how to set it up, but that is the platform I use. That takes care of my screen capture, it takes care of my webcam, and my mic. So everything you see here in front of you right now is actually done right now through OBS. It streams and it records. then I take that footage when I'm ready to edit it to make it into a video. And I put that into DaVinci Resolve, which is my free editing software I use. And then I post it to YouTube by going to the YouTube studio and logging in. And then boom, video posted. I also use another tool called GIMP. That's how I make my thumbnails so that you guys have something to click on. And hopefully it looks somewhat decent. Interesting. We were all slowly dying. I'm closer to it than you are, old man. That's fair. You're not wrong, Nafan. You are not wrong. Yeah, everybody's dying. Some of us are just a little closer to it than others. That is a very good point. Okay. I think I'm gonna wrap up here, guys. I know a lot of you guys are just getting here, and that the fun's only just begun. But I am a little wore out, like I said. Where is the music? There it is. And also I've got things I need to do tonight anyway. Tomorrow we'll be back on Twitch SMP, which is a survival server that I'm on with other content creators. Keep your eyes out for videos. There might be some soon, if all goes to plan. It's just I'm tired, so we'll see. We will see. This might be a video here, not the stream, but what we built today. Just a couple of ideas to show off to people. Because I think what I showed and what I built is cool and important to some people out there, maybe. So, we'll see. We will see. Let's go say hello to somebody. We're going to be doing some raids if I can. Let's see. Do we have anybody on the YouTube side, first and foremost? Thanks for stream. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. All of y'all, seriously, both YouTube and Twitch side, you both are amazing people. And I appreciate every second of attention that you give me, even though I don't really deserve it. It's appreciated. So, you know, I hope you all enjoyed, and I appreciate y'all for being here. Let's see. YouTube, I'm gonna send you over to Avid. I don't know if he might not be live very long, but it looks like he's gonna be. I don't know. We'll see. YouTube, that's where you guys are gonna go. Twitch, you'll be going to Jay Games. He's playing hardcore. Avid is playing Misadventures. And I think that's everything I need to say, basically. I think. You do deserve it. You deserve more viewers too. I appreciate that. Seriously, you know, I'm happy with what I have, and I would accept more, but that's not, you know, I don't want to lose myself in that either. Okay, I will catch you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye, everybody.